the babies are one of the most dangerous.
Can somebody explain to me what animal can the human race outrun? I mean, goddamn, we're getting outrun by things that's 5 times heavier than us. Bro, come on, 35 miles per. Usain Bolt clocked in at the fastest time at 20 miles per hour. He probably can only run that, what, at 3 seconds? Meanwhile, a bear that's 8,000, ain't 8,000, but that's 8,000 pounds can run 25 miles per hour at 4 minutes. I don't understand it. Why we the only human? Why we the only species on Earth that drink water but gotta buy it? Some ain't adding up, bro. I don't understand this, bro. I'm getting sick of this. I'm finna start drinking water out the well. If I die, I die. What's going on, everybody, man? This is your boy Dave. Today I'm bringing y'all another reaction video. I think this is about hood nature, animal facts that will impress your teacher. I can't see the rest of it because, like I said, my lights, how the way how my setup is, and I forgot what it said. I have the memory span of a goldfish. And actually, goldfish don't have a short memory span. I know that much. But I like animals. I like nature. I like pyramids. I like history. I like water. I learn about the depths of the water. I don't really care too much for outer space and all them other planets. What else I like? I like I say animals. I like video games. I like history. As far as like Assassin's Creed, you know what I'm saying, stuff like that. Like the ninjas and samurais. Anywho, let's go. I'm directing to the video. This ain't no
very long
story.
time, and I'm here to share the knowledge. Roll the clip.
Let's go.
That right there, I never knew
was
what the
that?
hell that was, but it turns out it's actually a large sea slug called a nudibranch, and this specific one is known as a Spanish dancer. As a sea
it be
slug, it's a
dancing?
mollusk, which makes it related to octopus, squids, and snails. They're
That's a
found in
Pokemon.
and they prefer rocky coral reefs, so it actually makes a lot of sense that they were there.
Is that from Gen 4 or 5?
It's like the movement of a Spanish flamenco dancer's dress. And because I am the way I am, I have to tell you that they have a very weird sex life. Because they're technically male and female, they sword fight, and the first one to get stabbed in the head and injected becomes the female that holds the fertilized eggs. Now that we got that out the way, please enjoy this video. There's a really weird fact you didn't know about one of the animals in Madagascar. Remember these guys? Yeah, Fusa are real, and even though the movie made them look like meth cats, they're closer related to mongoose. And they're bigger than you think, growing up to 6 feet long. But what the movie got right is that Fusa are the biggest optolemurs, with 50% of their victims being King Julian and friends. But by far the weirdest thing about them is how they mate. Because during mating season, the lady Fusa will pick a tree to stay in and wait for the males to come to her, and you're gonna understand why that pun was 100% intended. The female then proceeds to get ran through like a track meet by up to 8 males, one after another, up to 14 hours in total. The reason it lasts so long is because the male's equipment is covered in spikes, meaning they get stuck to one another. Sometimes an hour after they finish, they're still tied to each other, and yes, it's as uncomfortable as you think. One session with one male can last 3 hours, and remember, they take on the whole team. I'm talking about starting lineup and the bench. So if you ever hear the shrill cry of a Fusa in the jungle, it's probably a female getting choo-chooed. No wonder they were so angry. So a lot of people DM me on Instagram asking if this meme was true or not, and my best answer is yes and no.
I don't even want to say it no more.
Quokka doesn't literally pick up her own child and yeet it towards certain death. Quokkas aren't physically strong enough to yeet anything, let alone its own child.
That's a quokka. I never heard that.
If a mother quokka's being chased by like a dingo or something and she feels like she's not going to make it, she'll purposely loosen the muscles in her pouch until her joey falls out. When the baby hits the ground, it'll wiggle around and cry for its mother, but its mother's already made a business decision and that child is no longer. The baby's only salvation comes in the afterlife because all of his wriggling and screaming does is earn the attention of the predator. While the baby suffers an unethically late abortion, the mother year escapes and leaves him to his fate. So to answer your question, no, mother quokkas don't throw their babies. What they do is
they leave them.
Like if you were pushing a stroller while being chased by a bear, and then you press the button to make the baby fall out of the stroller and face the consequences. Moral of the story: there's no CPS for quokkas, and they act.
I see what you saying, but shit. Somebody had to live to tell the story. They can't live. Who gonna feed them? I'm just saying. If I was a quackadoo, that's what I would do. I'm just saying, like, somebody gotta live. I mean, if I can make it. I mean, if I don't make it, they gonna get ate anyway. So if I jump them all, it's like you ride, you know what I'm saying? It's like you with your homeboy, right? And the bear chasing y'all or something. Y'all get to running. You ain't gotta be faster than the bear. You gotta be faster than your homeboy. So I'm letting y'all know, if y'all ever with me and something get to chasing us, I'm tripping you. Like, somebody gotta live. It ain't gonna be me. Nigga, you better run. You know what I'm saying? Get a little too close, or you get the dust to me real bad. Oh hell no, I'm tripping you, big dog. Like, how I'ma trip you? Let me think about that one. Somehow I'm gonna make you fall.
Like snakes, just a little bit more. I guess you can unfollow me. The smallest snake in the world is the Barbados thread snake, which is less than 4
Damn
inches
snake,
long.
that's an
A mother
earthworm.
python will hug her clutch of eggs and shiver to keep her unborn children warm. And she's so dedicated that she'll go
Man, a
weeks
snake
without
is a
eating
snake.
just so she can protect them at all times. A baby snake.
Like a
is
lot,
called a
lot,
snake.
lot of people I know.
Many snakes, like the Sonoran coral snake, fart when they get nervous as a defense mechanism. Lions roar, wolves growl, snakes fart. Go figure. You can actually keep your snake busy for hours by turning on the TV in front of it. This is because they're fascinated by the heat signature and wavelength coming from the TV and not the poor writing in it. The hognose snake will play dead whenever it's afraid, and to really sell it, they'll roll over and stick their tongue out. Scientists believe the venom from some snakes, like the Pico jackfruit snake, can be used to fight cancer. And it wouldn't even be the first time a snake bailed us out. Snake venom was actually used to create Captopril, which is used to treat high blood pressure, prevent heart failure, and kidney problems in diabetic patients. If you have a family member with diabetes, a snake could be the reason they're still alive. You still don't like them. This picture is the best I can do. Some of the deadliest, most vicious animals on the
Nah, I ain't messing with no damn snake. What you think this is? I don't give a damn.
1,000-pound carriers of death and destruction that erase at least 500 names a year. This four-legged nuke claps crocodiles, cripples lions, and with a 2,000-pound bite force, this hydrated hellhorse has one of the most devastating bites on the planet. Just look at those
knock the
teeth.
hell out of it.
Rhinos are Weight Watchers, unicorns
hippo.
with personality disorder, and a trigger list longer than the entire African census. With a top speed of 35 miles per hour, a motivated rhino could brutally
35?
lion or car in front of it thanks to a 50-inch murder weapon of a horn. Here's an example of the horrific carnage this beast can inflict.
Even the babies are one of the most dangerous.
Can somebody explain to me what animal can the human race outrun? I mean, goddamn, we're getting outrun by things that's 5 times heavier than us. Bro, come on, 35 miles per. Usain Bolt clocked in at the fastest time at 20 miles per hour when he probably can only run that, what, at 3 seconds? Meanwhile, a bear that's 8,000, ain't 8,000, but that's 8,000 pounds can run 25 miles per hour at 4 minutes. I don't understand it. Why we the only species on Earth that drink water but gotta buy it? Some ain't adding up, bro. I don't understand this, bro. I'm getting sick of this. I'm finna start drinking water out the well. If I die, I die.
So there's no possible. Oh my god.
Polar bears are the largest land predators in the world at 10 feet, 1,500 pounds. This Satan bear has black skin because it's always dressed for your funeral, since this Caucasian carnivore is the only animal to actively hunt humans. This is the face of a vehicle of massacre that's aware of global warming and knows who to punish for it. Sea otters are the bane of the universe and a personification of true malice. This abominable sea weasel takes what it wants, and unfortunately that includes the virginity and life of baby seals, not always in that order. Misanthropic Titanic hell.
What the hell? How y'all gonna put a zombie? Oh, did he put this in his own video? What is this?
State of survival.
I've been given pretty
They put an ad in the video and outside the video. Look at it, too. Just like that. Yeah, up. Look at that. Look at that. Why we can't drink water out the water? I just spoke on this. Drink the water, man.
Mio.
Thank
Mio.
Water tastes like, well, water. So we fixed it. Mio.
So I
State of survival.
I've been given pretty baby-faced waste of oxygen. Someone on Instagram said I couldn't ruin parrots, so I'm gonna make it your problem. They're the worst possible pets to have if you have commitment issues, because not only can they live as long as you, they can live long enough to be at your funeral. They can live up to 100
Andrew
years.
Jackson
If you're
had one
talking
on
to
his
somebody
funeral.
that won't commit to you, but they have a parrot, they just don't like you. If you pet a parrot the wrong way, you can accidentally turn them on and make them sexually frustrated. This could cause the parrot to choose you as their mate, and since they don't believe in divorce and can live for a century, good luck with that. Parrots were the only animals that Steve Irwin was afraid of. The man that took a cobra kiss and fed a crocodile with a baby in his hand was afraid of parrots because they would try to bite his nose off. The mother Electus parrot will murder her own children if they turn out to be male. This is because the female chicks
What the
so she'll murk the sons and focus all her energy on the females because parrots can't spell equality. Parrots might be the only
So they gonna run out-
of children based on their gender, except for humans, sometimes. You have to be really careful around a parrot with chicks because if you stress them out in any way, they'll rush over to their nest and beat their chicks to death. Remember when I said parrots could live long enough to be in your funeral?
the f-
Former President Andrew Jackson's pet parrot
I just told y'all this.
funeral because he kept swearing. Don't know what he said, but it was bad facts. But you're gonna wish you.
Oh, I know what he said.
Sometimes the mother and her son will team up to murder the baby of another female. Why? With the baby now a memory, the female is not free to mate with the son, so the mom commits homicide to get her son laid. Orcas figured out that they can paralyze great white sharks by flipping them over, and once they do this, they'll tear it apart and eat its liver and testes. They'll even bite off its
Hey, I ain't gonna lie to y'all, bro. Y'all
Sharks
get me up
are
to
so
a
afraid
million
of these
subscribers,
bird
I'll go
dolphins that
swimming
they'll
with an
abandon
orca,
their
bro.
hunting
Real
grounds
talk.
for a year if they run
A
into
wild orca, that's it. I ain't going to
They've
see
been
where I ain't finna
on
die.
record to clap moose swimming between islands. They play baseball with seals by slapping them up to 80 feet in the air. They'll hacky sack the poor seal until its skin falls apart and its guts fly out. Sometimes they won't even eat the seal afterwards, meaning this act of violation was purely for sport. Speaking of which, they'll pimp slap stingrays to death for no reason other than I guess
Damn, they out here-
shooters out here. Orcas will knowingly mess with other animals.
Orcas
like
out here ain't
that knocks
playing.
them off the ice. And once again, they won't even eat the animal, they'll wait for it to get back on the ice just so they can knock them down again. That is textbook harassment. They'll chase baby whales to exhaustion, tear their tongues out and eat them, and then leave the mutilated baby whale alone.
Tear their tongues out?
I hate to be that guy, but since a lot of people ask me about this, I figured I'd just tell you, no, sea otters don't do this, and for two reasons. Number one, a sea otter's biggest ops are great white sharks and killer whales, and I wish you would try to get compassion out of a homicidal steroid dolphin and a murder guppy. If an otter did this, it would get clapped disrespectfully. And reason number two, I promise you an animal that kidnaps its own kind and deathstrokes baby seals has no idea what compassion is. What a mother sea otter actually does when threatened is she'll grab her pup by the loose skin of the neck and then dive until they reach safety. Motivated sea otter can swim as fast as Phelps and can change direction fast enough to juke a shark. But wholesome fact, while the mother otter is diving for food, she'll wrap her baby in kelp so it doesn't drift away. She'll spend most of her time fluffing her baby while floating on her back, something she does for months. Which is why for the first few months of its life, the only bed the otter pup ever knows is its own mother. When she's not spending 14 hours a day hunting for food to feed her little baby, she's teaching her otter toddler how to swim. Now, I've slandered otters an awful lot, but there's one thing you can't do.
How the hell you not born to how to swim?
But no, they don't use their baby.
That's their habitat.
Sharks that will not get you far. 5 animals that are menaces for no reason. These Weight Watchers unicorns are legally blind and they treat everything as a threat as malicious equality. Which also means they have a short temper that makes
Give me 2 million likes, I'll go out there and oh hell no, I'm good.
Octopus, because scientists found out that they punch fish for no reason other than pure vibes. Octopus have terrible
they got this on
childhoods,
film?
born orphans, have sex once, and then die. But generational trauma is no excuse to Mike Tyson fish that are just trying to get by like the rest of us. The lion-tailed macaque, because they'll open hand slap squirrels and then steal their fruit, applying a 5-finger discount right across their little squirrel.
Damn, how you gonna slap a
Why do
squirrel?
they do this? Easy. Because they can. Dolphins of any kind, because they seem to get sadistic pleasure out of torturing other animals. Dolphins will play volleyball with baby sharks.
I know
and
dolphins
bully
be getting
porpoises
high.
to death. These squeaking psychopaths will chase fish onto the shore, watch them suffocate to death, and then eat them. But the real Hall of Fame menace to society is the honey badger, because they have violence as a default. Imagine someone breaks into your house, steals your food, and then throws a temper tantrum because you caught them. It's the nonsense this Roy Fair pose. I didn't even talk about the fact that they tear off the balls of other animals. Some facts you didn't know about this Australian animal.
They do what?
Some are ginger, some are black and tan, and some are Caucasian. But a lot of people think only pure dingoes
Caucasian,
are ginger,
huh?
which is not only wrong, it's a little racist. Dingoes are believed to have come from Southeast Asia anywhere from 3,000 to 4,000 years ago. If a dingo eats your child and you plead to police dingo ate my baby, you're probably going to jail. I say that because it actually happened and the mother ended up going to prison. The police actually knew it was a dingo, but they didn't want the news of a dingo attack to affect tourism, so they let her take the fall. They're not really a breed of wild animals that people sometimes have as pets. But as pack animals, dingoes require a lot of attention and affection, and they get emotionally damaged if they're denied it. The same animal that can send a kangaroo running is as clingy as lint. They have rotating wrists that allow them to climb trees and open doors, making them the biggest ops to farmers because there aren't a lot of fences a dingo can't climb. In fact, the longest fence in the world was built to keep these Cheeto puppies from clapping sheep. It's 3,488 miles long. They don't really bark, they go for a yodel like howl. Hey,
You mean tell me that thing still had 8 sexual partners in a lifetime? Look, that's the end of this video. If y'all like to enjoy the anything of that nature, y'all make sure y'all leave a like, you comment, subscribe. That being said, I'm gonna holler at y'all later.
Oh God!
This nigga's on the ground crawling.
Nah, Cody, bro. It's not even played that.
Why are you just looking?